Students, today we will study the factors on which photoelectric effect depend. In the last class, you got that the phenomena of emission of electrons from metals under the effect of light ray is called photoelectric effect. So, electric current is also there and light is also there. Light rays also fall on the metal, then electrons are emitted. Then this phenomena is called photoelectric effect. But today you will study about the factors on which photoelectric effect depend. So first we will study dependence upon the intensity of light. Whether photoelectric effect depend upon the intensity of light or not, and if it depend, then how much. When light rays of definite intensity and a definite frequency fall on the plate P1, you can see this is the plate P1. See, light rays are falling. So when light rays of definite intensity and definite frequency fall on plate P1, photoelectrons are emitted from P1. If plate P2 is positive, generally what we do, we make P2 as positive so that electrons reach the plate P2, because positive plate attract negative electrons and then current flows, and that is only called photoelectric effect, and the current is called photoelectric current. So photoelectrons are emitted from P1. If plate P2 is at a positive potential relative to P1, then all these photoelectrons reach the plate P2. All the photoelectrons reach the plate P2 and a maximum photoelectric current flows in the circuit. So suppose this is a stopping potential, and here with intensity I, you see current increases and then gradually it become a straight line, means it becomes constant like this. So now what happens on increasing the positive potential, or if you increase the positive potential of the plate P2, there is no increase in the photoelectric current, because all the electrons emitted from the plate P1 had already reached the plate P2. So if you again increase the potential, then no increase in the current is seen. Now what you do, if you want to now increase the current, then what you do, you have to increase the intensity of the light falling. Means now no use of increasing the voltage or potential. What you do, you have to increase the intensity of the light falling. So if we double the intensity of light falling on the plate P1, the photoelectric current is also doubled. You can see in the figure, when intensity is I, the graph is like this, between potential difference and the current. But when intensity is become twice, 2I, then the graph is like this, means current has increased. Now current here like this, here this much current is increasing, and then it become constant, means again no increase in current after a certain value. So this means that the photoelectric current or the rate of emission of photoelectrons is directly proportional to the intensity of the incident light. So the photoelectric current or the rate of emission of photoelectrons is directly proportional to what? Intensity of the incident light. So this relation is clear. Directly photoelectric current directly proportional to intensity of incident light. Now if what we do, if by inserting plugs in the gap Q2 of the commutator C, we give plate P2 a negative potential. So if we give plate P2 a negative potential, it was given positive potential, so it was attracting the electrons. Now if this is also negative, electron also negative, it will repel the electron. So what will happen? The current will slowly and slowly decrease, and there will be one time when it will be completely zero. So this is only written that then the current immediately decreases but does not become zero. What it shows? It shows that the electrons have kinetic energy. This shows that the electrons emitted from P1 have kinetic energy because they were moving. So at that very moment, the current doesn't become zero. On increasing the negative potential of P2, the current falls rapidly and finally becomes zero. Now again, if you increase the negative potential of P2, then what happens? Current finally becomes zero, but it takes some time. At this stage, even if we increase the intensity of the light falling on P1, the photoelectric current is not obtained. So there is one stage up to which the current can increase by increasing the intensity, but after that nothing happens. This shows that P1 emit electrons of different energies. When the plate P2 is at a small negative potential relative to P1, it repels these electrons. Therefore, the electrons with small kinetic energy do not reach the plate P2, and so the current decreases. As the negative potential of P2 is increased, the number of electrons reaching P2 goes on decreasing. Finally, at a certain negative potential, even the electrons of highest energy are not able to reach the plate P2. So the current becomes zero. Sorry. The photoelectric current now becomes zero. The negative potential of P2 at which the photoelectric current becomes zero is called stopping potential or cutoff potential. Since the stopping potential stops the maximum energy electrons, it is a measure of maximum kinetic energy of the electrons. So stopping potential is a measure of maximum kinetic energy of the electron. So if anyone asks you, or in numerical it is asked, what is the maximum kinetic energy of the electron, then it is the stopping potential. Means the negative potential of P2 required to just stop the flow of current. If the stopping potential be nu naught, then the maximum kinetic energy Ek of the photoelectron will be maximum kinetic energy will be E V naught. V naught is the stopping potential. E is the charge of the electron. You know what is the charge of electron? 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. This is E, or you can say Q, charge. Symbol is Q. Here it is written E. So Ek, maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectron, is equal to E into V naught. V naught is the stopping potential. So charge of the electron multiplied by the stopping potential. Since at the stopping potential the photoelectric current cannot be obtained by increasing the intensity of the incident light, it is clear that the stopping potential of the maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectron does not depend upon the intensity of the incident light. So maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectron, or you can say the stopping potential, does not depend upon the intensity of the light. So we'll continue in the next topic.